Well, that just abruptly stopped. I guess there's a little fade I didn't put on, but that just really just bam, stopped. How's it going? Ed Reiner here, daily dose of mind stuff. Welcome. We are on day 30, 30 days straight, 30 days in a row of going live. Hasn't been the exact same time every day because things come up and, but I have stayed consistent. So we're going 100 days. We're on day 30, made it a full month. So pat myself on the back. So today we are going to continue on. I think I broke it down to, I think I maybe got like 3 or 4 videos left in this session for the paradigm shift stuff. This lesson here that we're going to go into is Bob is going to quickly go over the 7 levels of awareness. I've seen him talk an hour on this, but this is a really just brief overview of the 7 levels of awareness, and we'll get back to it afterwards, and we'll kind of recap. But as you're watching this, just kind of look and see, ask yourself, where am I at right now? There's been for years a couple levels that I just bounce back and forth between. So see what you are at. I'm guessing you kind of bounce between the same kind of ones that I do. But let's jump over to Bob, and we'll get this going.
Now let's look at this for a moment. There's 7 levels of awareness here. I don't have the time today to spend at this that I want, but I'm going to go over it, so I want you to pay attention. This is where you start down here in an animalistic state. In fact, there's some animals that are way ahead of you when you're born. You watch little horses, are up on their feet. They may be wobbly, but they stand up. Watch little puppies, they're running around. You see birds, they're kicked out of the nest. In this very low state of conscious awareness, we react to almost everything. When we master this, we respond. We don't react. Now, in an animalistic state, it's fight or flight. That's how some people live their whole life. Fight or flight. As you master this, as you learn to control the flow, it's respond. You think and you plan. This is so obvious. So we move from this animalistic state into a higher level of consciousness, and we start following the masses. The masses, that's the paradigms. They're all locked into the same concepts, and they're following each other. And although you may be locked into the masses, something happens. You aspire to something better, something greater than you've already got. That happened to some of you in here. Hopefully it happened to everybody. You had a desire for something greater than you've got, and something inside says, of course you can do it. Now, how does that happen? Because you're an individual expression of life. You're God's highest form of creation. And you want to express your uniqueness. You see, that's happening inside of us. You want to express your uniqueness as a human being. And this desire grows. And as you go to do it, that damn paradigm pulls you back. Every time you step out, you're going to make it happen. The paradigm pulls you back. You're going to go ahead, paradigm pulls you back. And then you hear that if you're disciplined, if you give yourself a command and follow it, you're going to pull it off. So you're going to do it. But the paradigm pulls you back, but no, you step out, and pretty soon the discipline dissipates, and all that great thinking was nothing but a wish. And even though you were here and sit in a seminar surrounded by people, you're aware you're stuck. You're stuck. Now keep thinking. How do you get unstuck? You've got to discipline yourself. It's the ability to give yourself a command and follow it. Wants and discipline must be connected. You've got to think of what you want. Even though there's a lot of bad conditioning in a paradigm, you're going to discipline yourself. I am going after this position. I'm going to earn this kind of an income. I'm going to buy that house. And so there you are. When the discipline starts to fade, you say, wait a minute. I'm not going to buy that. It's not going to remain a wish. I am going to do this. That's what Hill did. And I'm going to tell you, I remember when this happened to me. You've got to give yourself a command. You've got to, step up. And when you do that, your actions are going to change your results because you did it. And the change in results, the feedback, that's a learning experience. What you did, you took an idea and you acted on it. You're going to find all that old stuff started to die and the new idea took over, and you have mastered your own thinking. It's a big deal. When you learn to do that, you give anything you want.
Learn to do that, and you can have anything you want. That is, or those are, the 7 levels of awareness. Where in your life are you fallen? Where do you fall along those 7? I remember when I was in my 20s, my early 20s, I was living in California. I was working in the movie industry. And I remember going down to downtown LA where we were shooting. And there were people that were living right in the gutter. Now you see it even more. Go down and there's people in tents, and the homeless people, those people are in an animal state of awareness. And, you talk to some people and they say, well, those people they're just stupid living like that. No, they're not. Some of those people have advanced degrees. I guarantee you that there are some pretty smart people that are living like that, but they're in an animal state of awareness. It's fight or flight. We need to move into those higher levels. Now, I'd said that you can see when Bob was explaining that, the bouncing back and forth, and that has been me. I've done that for years. Now I'm up to that discipline awareness, which is really, really neat to see when you're aware of the different levels and you can see where you fall, and you can see when you're popping down to one, you can say, oh, you know what? I'm falling back into mass, or, I'm in individual. I know I've got to start really following through with the discipline, because you know that as you are moving forward, that you're going to get up to that mastery. So watch this again later on as we move down into the later lessons. We may go into the levels of awareness into a little bit deeper. That was just a quick overview of it. And I might get the slides for that and do a more in-depth teaching on the levels of awareness. Let me know what you guys think. If you want to see something like that, leave me some comments. But this was just a real quick session today. I think we're just right around 10 minutes or so, which is fine because sometimes these go long, and I know it's hard to watch some of the longer ones. So this is just going to be a quick one. If you got value out of this, like always, leave me a comment, subscribe, follow me, whether you're on Facebook, LinkedIn, or on YouTube. Subscribe, make comments, share this, and I will see you guys again tomorrow. Let's see if I can kick this music back on with a fade instead of just abruptly starting. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Ed Reiner, peace. God bless.